Alright, keep your eyes closed, okay? Hey y'all, welcome back to a new video. I hope you're having a great day. Today, I have a very busy day ahead of me, and I thought, you know what, today's a perfect day to film a productive day in the life, so that's what we're gonna work on. I actually just came out here to get some laundry started and grab my camera. I have to meet up at Verizon today with a salesman. He got me like a really great deal on a new phone because mine shattered yesterday, so that sucks. And we ended up adding an extra line, and then I got an extra line for free, so I got like 4 lines for the price of 3. So we were like wheeling and dealing yesterday, but I'm really excited about my new phone. I've actually been struggling with the phone that I've had. I've had an S23 Ultra for a while, but it was a big purchase because I did end up getting the 512 gigabyte, which is, you know, a lot more storage than your typical phone. And y'all know whenever I film, a lot of times on my phone, the audio has been terrible, especially the front-facing camera. Like if I try to vlog style film, it is just, it's hard to hear, and then I turn the camera around and it works fine. It makes no sense. So anyway, since my phone screen cracked today, I was like, okay, well, maybe it's time to get an upgrade. So I went ahead and talked to him, and I also have to go get my old phone fixed so I can still use it for like thumbnails and filming like short form content that I don't use my front facing camera. So it'll definitely get used, and I'll have it as like a little backup. But yeah, that's kind of what today I have to do outside of the house. But I also need to clean. My daughter's birthday party is this coming up weekend, and I have so much to do, and I'm getting overwhelmed because this is one of the reasons I hate having parties at the house. Does anybody else feel like this? It's like when you have a party at your house, like you have to get the house right, and you have like all these things that you want to do before everybody comes over, but nobody really even cares. And everyone who comes here for my daughter's party is like family and close friends. Like I know they don't really care, but it's like a mental thing. For a woman, like we need to like deep clean, scrub the walls, baseboards need to be clean, like any touch-up paint that needs to be done. That's kind of like what ends up happening to me, and I end up working on things that really don't matter. So I'm trying to today focus on things that actually make sense to do before her party, like catching up on laundry. And I do need to clean the house for sure. The kids' rooms need to be cleaned up. I also have a really fun project I'm working on for my daughter for her birthday that she asked for like a couple months back, so it's kind of like a little surprise. She wants a closet hangout space. So her closet right now is not being used. It's just a bunch of junk piled up in there. It's a disaster. She never goes in there. She's kind of like, she's like me. We shut the door, call it a day. So I want to pull everything out, make it like a real fun hangout spot that she can read and write, and I think she'll really love that. I think it'll be really good for her. So I'm gonna work on that over the next couple days, trying to secretly finish that project. And I don't think she'll notice because, like I said, she keeps her closet door shut, and she keeps her shoe rack in front of her closet door because she does not like want to go in there and deal with it. So I don't know, it's kind of like a little fun idea that I have for her, like a little surprise for her birthday. So anyway, I'm out of breath. I have to go see if this guy's texted me back. He was supposed to go pick up the phone that I wanted from Tampa and bring it here, and I hope that he did. I hope that he didn't think that I was not gonna buy it. And like, you know how sometimes like if you're in sales, you like someone will tell you something and then they don't actually show up or buy it, and it's like a waste of your time. I hope that he knows that I was like serious about coming back today, because last night we were trying to activate the phone and it would not activate. So I was just like, I don't have to, I'm tired. Like I was exhausted, you guys. I'll show you what I worked on all day yesterday. Hold on, let me start this washer. I started it and then I paused it because it's kind of loud. I didn't want it to annoy you guys, but let me show you. I'm really proud of it. So, a pathway. So this is what I worked on yesterday. I literally, I laid all these by myself. I'm so proud. I think it turned out so good. I obviously have a lot of work to do still. I gotta like add the outside border and everything, but this is a whole lot of work. What? So today I am trying something I have been super excited about. It is the Viver Hybrid Heat Press, and a huge thank you to Viver for sponsoring today's video. And if you're anything like me, then you love personalized gifts. I would rather have something that is made for me than something store-bought. So this is right up my alley. And not to mention, I'm also a giver. I love to use my hands and create things for others. So this is perfect if you like to make custom gifts, shirts, or just adding your own personal touch to things around your house. This machine is a game changer and so much fun to have. Especially if you have kids, or I mean anybody really could have this, but if you have kids, then you know, like, your kids always want like personalized things for like Spirit Week at school, soccer, football, baseball, birthdays, even like family events, family trips. Like, y'all know, I'm that mom. I want to like have like cute customized shirts, but sometimes it can be a lot trying to like find someone to make them, and now I can just make them myself. So that's really exciting. I loved how compact this was too, easy to use and beginner friendly. And when I tell you it's beginner friendly, it is. I have never pressed a shirt ever in my life. I've never owned a heat press or anything, and within just a couple minutes I was making shirts, you guys, like really cute shirts. I cannot wait to show you all the designs that I made. And like I said, since it was so easy to use, something that I really loved was the digital control panel. You can actually set your temperature and your time, so there's no like guessing and no complicated setup. It's super easy to do. Okay, so once the shirt is in place, you just use this little handle and you press it closed, and that will give it the pressure. There's also a knob that you can adjust to adjust the pressure if you need to press a little harder. And then once the timer goes off, all you do is pull the shirt out and peel the vinyl sticker off, and boom, you have a new shirt. And this one turned out so beautiful. The colors are so vibrant. It's so smooth. I am so impressed. Now, I was extremely excited about this, so I sat here, I'm not even kidding you, for like an hour and a half making shirts. I am obsessed with this thing. So I told my sister-in-law the other day that we should have a t-shirt, tumbler, hat making party and kind of get like all the girls together, and we can it's like bring your own cup, bring your own shirt, and your own vinyl, and then we just make shirts together and just whatever. How cool would that be as a party? So I'm definitely going to try to host something like that. I think it would be really fun. And yeah, I cannot wait to start gifting t-shirts away. So if you know me, you know what you're getting for your birthday, for Christmas, for New Year's and Easter. I'm totally joking. No, but kind of not joking. T-shirts are so cool, and everybody loves a good t-shirt, especially something like personalized. So yeah, if you have been wanting to make your own t-shirts, even start like a small little business on the side, I definitely recommend this Viver Hybrid Heat Press. It also has different attachments too that you can check out. I'll have those linked down below. That way you can make tumblers and hats as well. There's just lots of different things that you can do. And this is such a fun, affordable way to bring your ideas to life. You can find the links down below to the Viver Hybrid Heat Press along with the other heat press options, and use my code VEVT5 for 5% off, and I'll have that code here on the screen as well. But here are some of the shirts that I ended up making today. I think they all turned out amazing. Pumpkin Spice Baby, and then on the back we have the fall tour. So stinking cute. Okay, I am supposed to be meeting the guy at 9:30 to get my phone fixed. So in the meantime, I'm gonna stop here at Lowe's. Well, I'm at Lowe's, and look for some flowers for my little pathway, just like a couple to put on like the corner just to make it look a little nicer for right now. So I'm gonna do that, and then like I said, I'll have to go meet up with him. I'll probably be there for a while too. So anyway, let's go. These are so pretty. $24 though. I like these. I also love those. They grow so fast. These, I have some of those. I wonder how much they are. 2 for $15. are 16 too. I also want a cherry tree. Dang, it says they can live in the pot. Container, your tree can live in its current container for 2 to 3 years. After that, transplant it to a 10-gallon. I love these. I can't remember what they're called. Purple showers. I have a ton of those in my yard. I kind of want like a tree. Like a lemon tree would be so pretty. Like right there. $149. I am not buying that. The next big project is this horrendous closet. Yeah, you know, it's shut the door, out of sight, out of mind, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it up. This is gonna be a new cozy hangout space. That's what my daughter has requested, and I'm gonna surprise her with a transformation, hopefully all in one day. So we're gonna get started. Fair warning, this is pretty messy in here, but this is like months worth of just like clutter mess, and then bad organization skills. So things have fallen, tubs have went everywhere. As a matter of fact, I dropped a whole box of beads all over the floor this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, like just to add to the disaster. So I'm just kind of throwing everything into a basket, and then I will sort through it outside of the closet so I have a little bit more room and it won't be as overwhelming. And a lot of times this is how I clean and declutter. I will pile things up into one like small pile or big pile in baskets, or just like in the center of the room, and then sort through it. And fun fact, I have been doing that since I was a kid. My mom and I actually talk about this all the time. She'll tell my kids, she's like, when your mom was little, she used to clean up her room and make a big pile and just throw it all away. I darn sure did. And you know why I did that? Because I was overwhelmed. And they would tell me, like, you can't go you can't go anywhere this weekend, and you can't do anything till your room's clean. Okay, I'll clean it up. It'll take me 10 minutes. And everything was going in the garbage. I didn't care what it was. I just didn't care. I would throw away all kinds of stuff. Brand new toys. Like, I don't know why I would do that. I just never really had a sentimental attachment to anything. And that way, I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. But one of the reasons it's taken me so long to tackle this particular space, the closet, is because, so I've redone my daughter's room a couple times. She loves to keep her clothes in her dresser. So what has happened are things that she doesn't want to get rid of. We've kind of just stacked them here. We put them on the shelf. We've put them in totes because she wasn't ready to get rid of these things. Some of them she was attached to. So we would just kind of store it in the closet, and then the closet kind of got like a little messed up, and then it just became like a hoarder closet, to be honest. Like my stuff, her stuff, some of my son's stuff, my husband's, like it just all ended up in this closet, and then shut the door because she always kept like her shoe rack in front of it anyway. And so this has been well overdue, but one of the reasons it took me so long is because it's overwhelming to do this kind of cleanup, and I knew it was going to take a lot of mental space, so I wanted to make sure that I was like ready for it, you know? So yeah, that's why I took so long, but I was in a great headspace, and I knew that I really wanted to get this space done for her birthday, so it kind of just gave me that little bit of fire under my booty to like get up and get it done. Now, since the racks are actually coming out and I'm replacing those with bookshelves, I have to get everything out. So there was like board games and things up here, this little Easy Bake Oven, and you know, they should make the Easy Bake Oven packets cheaper because they are ridiculously expensive for like a bite-sized cake. It's annoying. And I love the Easy Bake Oven is like the coolest thing ever, but not whenever you have to spend like $12 to get like 2 cookies. Like, are you kidding me? So they should change their prices on that. I think they would like make a lot more money in the long run if they like cut the price down, because you know it doesn't cost that much to make that little bit of ingredient. They're making a killing, I can tell you that. But anyway, I also had a couple porcelain dolls up here, like collectible dolls too, that I've had since I was a kid. I actually have quite a few like Barbies and things that I've held on to just in case, you know, they might be worth something later in life. Who knows? Maybe that will help pay for the kids' college fund. Hopefully. We'll see. I've been saving, but man, things are just getting pricier and pricier. So I hope they're worth something someday. All this time I've held on to them and took up storage space. But anyway, I got everything out, and then I am going to start working on taking down the racks in a minute, but before we work on that, I did want to go one step at a time. I am very much a jump from project to project type of person. However, since I have been trying to do things better and easier and make my life easier, I'm trying to work on things in order. So if I pull everything out, I wanted to go through everything first before I moved into building the bookshelves and all that good stuff. So let's declutter her items first. All right, I got the entire closet cleaned out. I'm gonna take these racks down in just a minute, but first I need to go through all this stuff and try to figure out like where it's gonna go, if it's gonna come back in the closet. I'm just gonna put it over here in the corner, and then if it's getting decluttered out of her room, it's going out in the living room. So I already have some things out there, like some totes and stuff. All this is just like jackets that need to be rewashed. I feel like it looks like it's a lot more than it is because I just have it stacked, but yeah, I have a lot of work to do though. So I'm gonna work on that, and there is little baby gecko up here, and you know what's really weird? I cannot bring myself to touch it, but I can go in there and hold the bearded dragon. It makes no sense. And he's like so much bigger. I think it's because he's bigger. I think it's like the little things that kind of creep me out, but anyway, it's looking good. I have some bookcases to put together and trying to figure out like the layout I want to do for this space, because I did get like a chair for in here, and I'm not sure how big the chair is. Now that I'm looking at the closet, it's a little smaller than I thought it was. I don't know what I was thinking, but I need to mop, I need to vacuum again, and try to catch this guy and get him out, and yeah, but in the meantime we're gonna declutter all this. Alright, so I went through all of the stuff that I pulled out of the closet, sorted through everything, things that need to go into storage, things that are going to be coming back into her room on her shelves, and then things that needed to go into separate totes. So I actually have like a bag that was full of overflow birthday party supplies just in case I ever wanted to use it again. So it actually worked out because my daughter's birthday party is this weekend, and I'm going to be able to use some of the stuff that I had from previous parties for her party now, so to save some money. I have like some extra forks and paper plates and napkins and things that we never use, so that actually worked out. Going through the closet saved me some money. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take down these racks. I am gonna be utilizing these somewhere else, just because these are great to have. I love this type of storage system. It is very functional. It might not be the most aesthetic thing in the world, but if you're looking for functionality, this is great for a closet. So something I did want to mention, I know I told you guys that I'm creating like a hangout cozy space. However, I am adding bookshelves in here. So in the event that she's kind of over the little hangout cozy, corner space, I can add a rod to the bookshelves like I did in my bedroom and kind of just create a custom built-in closet. So it's not like I'm wasting anything or anything like that. Not that it matters. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my house, but I'm just saying it will be functional for a closet down the line. So it'll be an easy fix. Just add some like little rod holders, pop a rod on the wall, and then boom, she's got, a new closet space that's built in and looks a little bit more custom. So I'm actually working on putting the bookshelves together. They were very easy to put together, but I do not recommend this brand. While they were affordable and they seemed like the other bookshelves I've ordered, this is just not the same quality. So I would definitely I'm never going to link these because they're just not worth it in my opinion, but it's too late. I've already put it together. And once you put these types of bookshelves together, it's not like you can like take it back apart and like put it back in the box. It's a pain in the butt. So it is what it is. I'll make it work. I just don't want you guys wasting your money on it if it's not going to give you the same quality that I've had in my other closet. So if you want, I can link a video down below where I did a closet transformation in my bedroom, and it turned out amazing, and it's still holding up to this day. Like, it's in great condition. So I'll link that video if you want to check it out. Those are the shelves I would recommend if you are going to do something like this. Right now I'm just making a cozy hangout space, so it's fine, but down the line, if I do want to turn it into a closet, I'll probably have to like add some stability to these because they're just not quite strong enough. And you'll kind of see that a little bit whenever I'm carrying them into the closet. They're like a little floppy, but I attached them to the wall so they're nice and secure, and it's not like we're going to have anything crazy on them at this moment, so I think it's fine. Before I attach the bookshelves to the wall, I wanted to open up the chair and the ottoman that I got to see how big this was, so I would know like where I needed to position the bookshelves before I attach them. Now, this was very shocking to me because they fit this chair and this ottoman into this box and this bag. So when I first opened it, I was like, what is this? Did they just send me just the ottoman? Like, I thought, oh my gosh, I messed up. But thankfully it was right. What it is it's like compact, suction down, kind of like a bed in a bag type of thing. But when I tell you, this was so hard to open. It was so hard to open. Oh, this zipper was so tight because it was so like had so much pressure in the bag. It took me everything I had to zip it. And if I would have known that I could have just cut the bag, I would have. But at the time, I thought that this was part of the ottoman. Like maybe I had to stuff it myself. So I was scared to rip it, but look at me. I can't even put pressure on. I'm struggling. It took me like 10 minutes to get this open. Oh my gosh. And I mean, I like to think I'm pretty strong for a woman, and I was borderline about to have to wait till my husband got home, but once I started to unzip it, I don't know if you can tell, but it's already starting to expand, and then the panic really set in, like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this open if I don't hurry. So I was just like ripping this bad boy apart, and once I got this one side, it came off okay, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. But once you get that zipper undone, it starts expanding, and there's no fitting it back in this bag. So once I got it open, wait till you see how fast this thing pops up. Like, it's pretty impressive, and it is so comfortable. This would make a great gift. Now, when I first opened it, though, I thought to myself, what in the dollhouse is this? This is not going to work. Like, this is itty-bitty. I thought this was, like, for a toddler after I opened it, because I read the reviews, and it said it was, like, for an adult size. I was like, there's no way. But you can already see it starts to expand pretty quick. Once you start putting, like, pressure on it, it pops right up. It is very heavy, though. For it being, like, a beanbag chair, it's pretty hefty. And it was, so I was thinking to myself, while it was expanding, oh crap, it's not going to fit through the door. So I got to hurry up and throw it in there. But it is like awkward to carry. So I was kind of struggling a bit. Off camera though, I did try 2 separate ways to put the chair. Like, I tried it here in the corner, and then I also tried putting the bookshelves together and then put the chair like straight ahead. But ultimately, this was kind of the look that I wanted for the space, like very, I don't know, just fairy tale cozy vibe. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I add the canopy over the top of the chair. I feel like this is the best layout for this closet, but you could do whatever you want. So if you have a closet shaped like this, you could turn the chair however you want. It's all personal preference, but for the look I was going for, I felt like the corner look was the best. So at that point, I went ahead and attached the bookshelves to the wall, and then I'm going to work on putting together the little canopy that's going to go above the chair. Now, this canopy net is stunning, absolutely stunning. Highly recommend. It actually comes in a couple different colors. It is a little bit more on the heavy, thick side, so the quality feels amazing. Definitely recommend if you're in the market for one of these. I can have this link down below. It even came with like a little sticky tab that you can stick it to the ceiling without having to put any like screws in, so perfect for like renter-friendly option. And how about I stuck it to the ceiling and was able to pop it down and then stick it back up, and it has adhered fine. And we've done pulled on it. I've been in here messing around in the closet and it has not fallen at all. So definitely something to keep in mind. Perfect, like I said, if you're in a rental and maybe don't have the option to put any holes in the wall, but this would be really pretty for over like your daughter's bed. Oh my gosh, it'd be so nice. And let me know in the comments below, if you were little, did you like make little hideout spaces in your closet? So the other day, my husband and I were talking about this because I told him that I wanted to create like a little reading nook for her in the closet. And I told him that whenever I was a kid, I would take like pillows and blankets and I would decorate my closet and make it like my little house in there. And my brothers would do the same thing. And he's like, y'all are weird. And I thought it was funny. I'm like, you're weird. Like, what kind of childhood did you have if you didn't hide out in your closet as a kid? I loved having like my little closet space, and I did not have like a walk-in closet like this. It was just a regular like bifold door, pop open, but I had it decked out in there. I had like little lights. I'd put like a little lamp in there. So can you imagine having something like this as a kid? Like, this is just so amazing, and I'm so grateful I'm able to like create this for her. I know she's gonna love it so much. Okay, I'm gonna be putting lights in her room as well, or like in her closet, but I'm gonna have to run them from over here by the desk and then up and around. So it might take me a little minute to figure it out, but that's what they look like. They come on a little strip, super easy to work, comes with a remote and everything. I love these lights, I use them all the time. Now, it is a tedious process to get them in place. There is like an adhesive back on them, so you just stick them to whatever you want to stick them to. These are also renter friendly in my opinion because they do not leave any residue behind. They don't damage the walls at all. Like I said, I've used these so many times and I've had zero issues. I've put them on the wall, pulled them down, stuck them in a different spot, and they've held up pretty good. So yeah, it's going to take me a little bit of time, so I'm not going to film the entire process, but I'm just kind of running the lights around the bookshelf and behind the little canopy, just randomly, just trying to light the space up. I also ordered this vinyl for the windows. This has like a rainbow effect, and it does actually send like rainbow colors all over the room. It's so beautiful. But these do not stick that well, so, which is kind of like frustrating. But what I did for the closet, so I got it to stick in my daughter's room. I actually put one above her bed, the window right there. But what I did for this one was, after I got it to stick, I just took a few pieces of really thin Scotch tape that's clear and stuck it to the corners to help it hold up in place. Not ideal, obviously, but for the closet, nobody's going to see it. It's just us, so it's fine. And it just blocked enough light where it's not so bright in here, but it also creates that rainbow effect, and it turned out so pretty. All right, so here's how... All right, y'all, here's how the closet turned out. I love it so much. This is like an absolute dream. When I was a little girl, I would have loved to have a spot like this. So cool, but this is what it looks like with the lights on. I wrapped them everywhere. I just ran them as much as I could, even like up around the door. So, yay, I love it, I love it, love it. All right, keep your eyes closed, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Come here, Dr. Booney, you don't fit in there. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. What do you think? I love it. Oh my goodness. Isn't it pretty? I like this one because it's like so peaceful. Looks like a fairyland.
I like this one. I like the greenish
You gotta point it at the thing, baby.
I like the greenish blue one. Because I love like the color too.
Oh, this one's pretty. This one's brighter than the other blue.
Yeah, I like that.
But not as dark.
Which one did you press?
Look at Maya. Look at the light.
I know.
The film. It looks like rainbow. It's so pretty.
I pressed this one.
Alright, y'all, that's going to be it for this closet transformation. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I appreciate you guys being here so much. And I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, y'all.